But I was thinking, yeah. So I see a lot of things that are similar. I was going to ask you, Lubis, Sven, and Mohammed. So, uh, is it a must in your countries that you have a motorcycle to be in a motorcycle club, or is it more social? Whereas, oh, look at that
the looks you just got, outstanding.
Man. Was like,
What
what the
you
hell is this guy
about?
talking about? Love it. So, yeah, go ahead.
It's of course it's a must. It's a motorcycle club.
Outstanding answer. Outstanding answer. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, motherfucker.
Yeah, none of this bike count BS, eh?
Right.
Hey, Shaggy, none of this bike counting stuff. Having
That's
a meeting
right.
and then counting the bikes who turned up on a bike.
Yeah. Oh, God damn. Oh.
It happens. You
Yeah,
know
I'll
what?
tell you, I couldn't believe. I'll tell you what, John, I couldn't believe that when that came up and they were talking about doing bike counts and all this, and people having to borrow bikes off of other brothers so that they could prove that they were riding a bike. And that, I tell you, man, I didn't know which way to look when I was.
I didn't either, and I'm from here. I was like, okay,
what the fucking hell?
Yeah.
To be honest, that came from a new. That was a new set, a new biker set in the United States.
Well, no, that was a new. Let's pretend that we're bikers and all share a bike set.
That's right.
You know, I'll tell you what, you wouldn't get away with that over here. I'm telling you.
Hey, it's a community motorcycle, kind of like to pass around.
It's your turn tomorrow.
Wow. So what about?
Make sure you clean the seat off.
Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Lubis, before we descend into chaos here, what about up there? Are folks on that? You got to have a bike to be in a club, or do you see some backsliding or whatever?
Well, as I said, man, sometimes Brazilian motorcycle clubs are a joke. You know, we have a lot of traditional motorcycle clubs that they do not accept any members who do not own a motorcycle. But there are some so-called motorcycle clubs, you know, and they accept anything. You know?
They turn up at the bar with a crash helmet on their shoulder and on their arm and no bike.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, you know. The thing is, there is a lot of motorcycle clubs here in Brazil that the only thing they think of is numbers. They want more people inside the motorcycle clubs. They want more money coming in. So if you don't have any motorcycle clubs, well, if you don't have any motorcycle, that's no problem, man. You just, here you go. You're full cut. You're all the patches in, and fuck it. But
fuck that.
As I said, the Motorhead Motorcycle Club, we try to follow the most traditional motorcycle club rules, you know. The only exception that we made here in Motorcycle Club was to myself, because when I was 15 years old, I had a shoulder cancer. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my left shoulder is prosthetic. And we were, as I said before, we were a motorcycle group. So it was kind of okay because, my father was one of the founders. And, I grew with the motorcycle club. And when we were switching from motorcycle group to motorcycle club, I asked all my brothers, is this going to be a problem? And to my surprise, they say, well, man, you're not, it's not that you do not want to ride a motorcycle. You can't ride a motorcycle. So that's kind of different.
What about a trike? Can't you ride a trike?
Well, here in Brazil, it's kind of hard to get a trike. We don't have those Harley Davidson trikes. We have to build our own. But the good news is,
But you've had
I
some
found-
recent. You've had some recent, really great news.
Yes, and that's
So,
the point where
share,
I'm getting.
share that because I
Yeah.
think I'm really excited about that and for you and
Yeah,
I'm kind of
man,
glad you brought it up.
I'm very excited about it. Thanks to my YouTube channel, I found a guy who's he has a I don't know a chop shop. I don't know if you call it that. And he said, "Man, I'm gonna build you a motorcycle, and it's not gonna be a trike. It's gonna be a motorcycle that you are going to be able to ride. So starting next year, I'm going to, gather some money and do some shit to start building my own motorcycle, man. And then I'm gonna, stop being the weird one inside Motorhead Motorcycle Club."
That kind of reminds me, one of my old brothers years and years ago, he had a really, really nasty motorcycle accident, and he tore the nerves from his spinal column from one of his arms. So he lost the full use of his arm. It was just like a dead arm from like the shoulder. So what you're saying kind of sort of brought back some old memories of one of my old brothers, and he went through it all himself. He had all of the controls and everything were all put onto one side of the handlebar. So he had a brake and a clutch all on one handlebar, and this arm, he would have a glove with Velcro on it. Yeah. And he had Velcro on the handlebar grip, and he would like take his hand out and fix it onto the handlebar and control it all from one hand. So it's absolutely possible. I've seen it done.
Yeah.
I've seen it done more than once. So yeah, good on you, man. Rock on.
So
Thank you,
what
man.
I've decided to do is as he finds out about this bike next year, when they start getting ready to do whatever they're going to do, I've decided that I'm going to do the best I can with my channel and our subscribers, and we're going to try to help them fund that bike so you can get up and get running and riding. So this is what we're going to do.
Well, if the heart's there, I mean, I'll throw a few quid in.
Thank you, man.
So look, I mean, the whole panel's on with you, man. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad you
appreciate
shared that. I would never have said anything, but I'm glad you did.
that's that's the kind of stuff that we miss here in Brazil. We don't have this unity, It's just ego over ego and every man for himself, and that's kind of bullshit needs to stop. We need to start being more like we are being heroes right now, and I appreciate it, and I really do, man. And I promise I'm not gonna cry about it.
Go
One
on.
of you guys. It's very.
Yeah,
It's a great. It's a great honor, man. I feel very honored and I feel very blessed to know you guys, because without the internet, we were talking about social media and motorcycle clubs, and without the internet, this right here wouldn't be possible, man. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Yeah, that's a positive side. Yep.
Yeah, it has its time. It has its time and its place.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think this has got to be like a first or something close to it, maybe.